Hello guys, back with another video to show you to make um how to make lighters, how to make lighters and pictures for your ashtrays. Think about that real quick. So what we want to do is, why is it recording here? Gosh. Hold on guys. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we want to upload Cricut. So we want to go to Cricut. These are our measurements. All right, guys. Oh, okay, so these are our measurements. This is for the lighter, and this is for the ashtray. So it's 2.75 by 2.75, 3.25 by 3.25 for our ashtrays. I'm going to go to new. So how can we achieve that? Let's go to our shapes. Let's click on the square. And the circle. My computer is moving super slow. Could be because it is downloading. Plug in Zoom. Okay, so we want to, let's work with this one. Let's hide this one by going over to the right and hitting the little eyeball. So now we want to upload our images. Actually, I'm tripping. Go to upload. Sorry about that, y'all. Go to upload. Let's say we wanted to do this Homer picture. And then let's change the size of our Homer picture. So we just want to grab the arrows in the corner. Let's alrighty, so I was gonna say when Homer shows up, let's take our circle. We want to click our circle, go to arrange, go center front. Ay, ay. Okay. So we want to get as much of this image as we can. Let me zoom out some. So we want to use these arrows in the corner right here to pull out this circle. So we won't get all of Homer. You can try to play with the picture a little bit. It's moving slow. So we can click on our picture, which I'm clicking it, but it's moving super slow. This has kind of been my ongoing issue with Cricut. Is okay, so I'm gonna try to click it from the right screen. You see that, right? See what it's doing? What is that? Circle. I am clicking on the picture and look what it's doing. That's super weird, but okay. Okay, undo the lock. There we go. Okay, so we can bring this over. So we want to get as much as Homer as we can. So we don't want our circle to be the same size as Homer. Our square, we don't want the square to be the same size as the circle, or else it won't slice. So I think that's good right there. So I'm gonna drag and hold my mouse, drag over, and slice down on the right. Slice, there is a little line right there. So that probably sliced with it, but you guys get the gist of what I'm doing. I want to make sure that nothing else is on top of there. So now we have our Homer for our ashtray. So let's change the size to 3.75, enter, by 3.75, enter, lock it. Now we have our Homer. And I forgot to duplicate that picture. So when you first come in, duplicate your picture twice. Load the picture again. So if you're wanting to just print this with a bunch of these on a full sheet, you would just copy and paste. So you would Control C. Hold on. Okay. Control C and Control V. And this way it will print out each circle you have, but you will have to cut it out by hand. If you wanted to do print and cut, what you would do is take your image, move it over, take your circle without this little mark, take your circle, resize it to 3.75. 3.75, enter. Move your circle there. We want to drag over with the little square box. We want to align it center horizontally and center vertically. There we go. Then we want to hold our mouse down, drag over, go down to the bottom and flatten. That will do print and cut. So you would copy and paste this. So flatten for print and cut. If you just want a regular circle and you just want to print, just do a regular circle without that added circle. Okay, so now let's bring our square back for our lighter. So we undo the eyeball. On our square. So we want to arrange our square to the front. Okay, now we are going to resize our square. Honestly, just thinking about it, you can take this and just make this, unlock this, and do 2.75, enter, by 2.75, enter. There is our square. So then we would just use this square And if we're doing print and cut, unlock 2.755, enter, lock it, bring this square here. We'll arrange that square front, drag over it, center it horizontally, center vertically, and then we just flatten. Okay, so now we have our lighter and our ashtray. And that is pretty much how the design and process goes for the lighter and ashtray. While I'm on, I am also going to show you guys how to create your picture for the rolling tray, but should be using or whatever you like. But I use the 8.5 by 11 shipping labels. And how to create that would be to upload Silhouette. I am using a business edition. I will be using a knife tool. I'm not sure if this knife tool is in the regular edition of Silhouette. But perfect. There's a picture here already. So what we're gonna do is take this and we are gonna duplicate it. We're gonna go Control C, Control V. Make sure you click your arrow here, move this over. We want to change our machine to none, our cutting mat to none, our media size to custom, our width to 8, our height to 13. We want to do orientation, portrait, and we want to click our show print border. Have this constrained media to cutting mat checked off. I don't think that has anything to do with this. We're not using a mat. So disregard that and click show print border. So this is your paper size, this white area. This line right here is your print area. So what we want to do is take our picture, and I'm going to show you guys 2 different methods of doing this. We're going to take our picture and line it up into the corner. Click your image. And what I do to save ink for this first method is to slice this at the top so that we can take our picture, our other picture, and we will line it up. We will line it up with this picture. I know it's hard for you guys to get a visual, but I'll post another video doing that. It's actually a video on my group as well. So we take this picture and line it up. That's how that works. So because this picture, we are only using not even half of it. We're only using just the top part of it. That saves you ink. So you don't have to print the whole shipping label out for this page. So what I'm going to do is use the knife tool, hold down Shift, which is going to keep it proportion. It's going to stop your line from moving up and down while you're dragging your mouse across. So I am going to go about right here. Hold down Shift on my mouse, drag across. See, no matter what I do, that line is straight. Continue to hold down your Shift button, release your mouse, and it has sliced the piece of paper. So now what we want to do is go back up to our arrow on the left-hand side, click this bottom piece and delete. So we would take this paper, see if I can do backward. Oh, yes, it does. So we would this is what we would do. We would take this paper and we would line it up. It won't look like this on your paper, but this is kind of the concept. This is going to extend your paper. I am going to show you how to do that. Uh-oh. So let me move this over here. Now this step we're going to do is move this into the corner. Okay, that moved that into the corner. Click your picture. I'm trying to go fast because I know my computer is going to die. I don't have my cord in here with me. So go to the cross. The distance. I noticed that sometimes if you leave the distance at 0, it moves up a lot. But what I found what works for me, and it may work for you, is to drop this down to 0, move it back up to 0.375. Now we're going to click this 3 times. And then what you're going to do is print. You're going to print that, and it's going to look like this. It's going to look cut off like that. And that's because we are going to line it up with this piece, which I should have told you guys. When you have this here, go ahead and print it before you delete it. So print that one, and then you print this one. So you should have this one plus this one on the page, and then the rest of this page should be white. Basically, you would cut around here because it comes with the edges, and you would cut around here, the little white edges. You would cut them off, and you would line this up together. And that's how you make your template. If you don't want to do that and you want to print out 2 full sheets, you don't mind wasting ink, what you do is click on the picture. You would still have this printed. You would go back up to the cross. We would move this down. As we moved it up 3 times, we would move it down 3 times. Back into the corner that we have it, and then you would just press File and then print, and then you would trim around the edges. I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. Please like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions. Make sure to click the bell so that you can see any future videos that I post. You guys have a good night.